Afternoon, folks. Well, we get a mild day out here, probably in the 50s. We're taking advantage of it. We got to work in our crowded shed. Too much of a hassle getting this thing outside here just for one cut. What I'm making, and I'll show you out on the bench, is a little stand for my $3 11.6-inch tablet that I got, that I told you about and showed you in videos. So I need to cut an angle so I can make the part that holds the tablet kind of like on an angle like this. There's nothing special, it's just something I'm throwing together. So what I'm doing now is getting my table saw set up. I'm going to have sawdust all over, but it don't matter. I'm only cutting a little bit. The hardest is going to be to cut the angle that I need. So I'll take you out here and show you. Put these glasses over here. Okay, I'm debating what wood to use. I'm very limited on wood, and I'm not buying any wood. So this is left over from a project that I was going to build and decided to change it with something inside the house for a shelf. But the wood is the right size. And what I got to do is I got a choice. I could use this, which is Luan, that's come off of another project that I use, or I got 3/4 inch birch plywood, which I bought in the 90s. But the width of the tablet is, I don't have my ruler with me, about 12 inches. This is going to be a little, I was going to use this for the base so it wouldn't tip over, but it's probably a little too good to be used for base. It could be used for something else. I was originally going to use this, and it's cut exactly the same length as this. However, if you look at it this way, disregard this piece here, this is basically, not sure what angle I'm going to go in here. Probably like that. So it'll hold the tablet on an angle, but I got to figure what to put in here to keep the tablet from sliding off. I don't have any wood. I just don't have any. And I'm not going out to buy any at Home Depot. I'm not doing that. I only need a little piece. So I'll have to figure something out. I might have to rip something down to make something fit in there, because you just can't put the tablet on here and have it slide off. So this would be on my bench, and that way I can see the tablet, because putting the tablet like this, I'm hunching over looking at it. I want to be able to look at it at a proper angle. So these are already cut this way, so we're making do with it. The question is, what side do we want to use? Probably use this. So we have to establish what angle that's going to be, and we're going to cut this on the table saw and put the angle on it. And I just remembered my carpenter's wood glue, which is almost empty, has been out in the shed, and it's probably no damn good. So if that's the case, I'm going to have to just nail it. I'm not going out to buy any more. I do that in the springtime because I have to keep the stuff in the shed. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this off right now. And then we'll get to see how that fits in there and draw up the angle I need. Alright, here's the angle I got to cut this at. So I didn't measure the angle, I just do by eye and measure from this point to here. So when this is done, it will be, if the glue is any good, if not, I'll just nail it. I usually put a few little brads in there anyways. So this, when this is angled, this will tilt back at the proper angle, and then I can decide whether I want to use this base, which is not wide enough, because everything I got is leftovers and scraps. I do have a bigger piece of Luan. I'm not cutting it up for this because I may need it in a larger project. We may have to take our air conditioner and get rid of it and put in 12,000 BTU, and I'm going to need some of that plywood for the bottom because the air conditioner is only 14 inches wide. No, 18 inches wide versus 24 on this one because it's going to slide in that case. Then I got a big project with the doors, a piece of crap, mobile home doors. It's all coming out on the bottom. I can't take it off. It's too cold. My wife is right there in the front room all the time, so that's going to have to be a project. I got to take the door off and unloosen the trim, plastic trim, and the white plastic that's on these doors. If you aim over there, you'll see where the window is. That's all plastic there. It slides underneath the little groove on the trim and just barely catches in there. So I don't have any glue to hold it. I would need clamps. It would probably take 2 people to do it. The door isn't heavy, but I think it's going to have to be taken off and coming out here. Right now I got Gorilla Tape on it. One thing after another. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to adjust the blade. It looks like a 45 to me. We're going to take care of that now. So let's go inside. I made a stick. I can't find it. I even have one out of metal. I can't find it. I need to have something to hold this down so it don't pop up. I don't think it will because the blade is in there. Here's what we've got here. It's not perfect. I didn't get it down to the line because my eyesight is not worth the powder to blow it to hell. But it'll do because it'll give me the angle that I need, which I think
that looks good.
Is going to be about like that. Okay? Not a big deal. It's not a piece of furniture, as I keep saying.
You're going to glue it or nail it in?
I'm going to try to glue it. This is about 3 years old, and it's almost out. I had watered it down once because I'd frozen. But it was left out, and it's winter time now, so we'll see. If not, we'll just nail it in. That's all. It's not what I want to do. I usually use brads and glue. Okay, so now these are glued in and brad nailed also. Like I say, I didn't really need these, but they were on from another project. In order to take them off, it's going to ruin the Luan, and I need the full length of this. So what we're going to do now, I'll be right back. I want to get my small, lighter weight hammer, some brads, and try to get this glued on here somehow. And see if I can nail that with the glue. I should be able to. Yeah. Okay, be right back. Don't go away. And we'll screw it in a couple of places. We'll try to use the glue because this piece of wood is pretty thick, so it should be all right.
1 inch is awfully short.
Yes. That's all right. shouldn't have to pre-drill this. I'm leaving this out. I'm going to just see how waterproof this is. I've been leaving it in the rain and seeing if it, because this is some wood that we used on another project. So, let me,
You always save wood.
I save every piece that's in good shape. Let me go in the middle here. I gotta get a pair of pliers. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm just checking. I can feel the air coming out of this. But whether we're gonna get any glue out of it or not, I don't know. Because, you know, I mean, I can buy more, but I'll wait until the springtime when I get a woodworking project to do. I got a little bit here, I can use it.
You only got the deck, that's all you have so far.
Well, yeah, the other part of the deck, but that's right now. And I got two big projects coming up in the spring. The damn door. I'm going to try to put that together, and I need glue. I don't know what to use on it. All I got is hot glue. I don't have anything else to hold that door together, to hold that plastic, make it stay in underneath the trim. And then the air conditioner, changing out the air conditioner. All that work on the circuit board did nothing. These things are not made to be fixed. Just throw away electronics, throw away appliances. That's the way it is. So we got this here. I don't expect anything to come out of this. Because it was almost completely empty before. Getting a little out though.
Not much.
I don't need much, you know. The screws are going to hold it, but this will be. A little bit, not very much at all. Not very much at all. Not easy. Sirens go on forever. Easy. Very hard to get that lined up. I don't bring my glasses. I never think of it. Never think of it. Left them on the table saw. Story of my life, that's what happens with screws. That's why I like nails.
Looks
That's
like
why I like nails. They just don't go in. They just...
looks like it's in now.
It's in, but it's not in the way I want it. I don't want it sticking out like that. I'll probably take it out and put a nail in there. Let's see. Yeah, that's a pretty good angle, I guess. Let's see if I can get that one in there. Yeah, that's better. That one went in good. Matter of fact, I don't think it went in the whole thickness of the Luan. This is Chinese Luan anyways.
Chinese. Chinese, huh?
Yeah. These good old nails. We'll use nails. I don't know. I'll be back. We'll get some nails in there. We had a problem. This bench is so damn rotten I can't bang on it, and it's all falling apart. But anyways, the first time I attempted to screw it in, the wood is too hard. I'm pushing down on the drill, and it just wouldn't go in all the way. The other one went in all the way and went right through the plywood, because this wood is harder than this. So we tried again, and we had to cut off the bad part that we all screwed up, because I screwed up the wood all the way through here trying to do that. I got a little more glue out of this thing, and I put it back. I got some brads. I have them in the shop. Real small brads, because the number 3 nails are too big for this. Too big. And I got real tiny little brads. Little tiny things. And I gently banged them in on the plywood first, and then tapped them in, and one I couldn't get all the way in. It started bending over, so I clipped it off with a wire cutter and tried the screw routine again, and that works good. So now we've got the angle, okay, that we need. So now we got to decide, we want to use this base? Well, that I don't know. I don't think this is going to be a wide enough base. It's the length I had cut when I started this earlier in the year. But even though I put this right on the edge, no, that's not going to work. Base is too small. I think we'll use this as a base. This is a good fit side over here. So let's cut this. All right, let's go in the shed here and cut it. You really need a brad nailer when you're working on that, but every brad nailer I've ever had, they jam up on me. You use them and then they don't fire out, and all I do is get aggravated. And we don't need that. So, we'll lower the blade because we're not cutting.
That's a long piece of wood over here.
That I got at Home Depot for, it's 8 foot. It was in the bargain bin. It's a 1x2, I think. Pine. I think I got it for under $2. I see something like that, I grab it right away. All right, let's cut this. Not quite as much, but no problem, because I need to get in the back anyways to turn the power on and off, which is up in the upper left-hand corner of the back of the tablet as you're looking at it from the front.
Mine's on the top.
Yeah, well, usually they're on the side.
Actually, on the side, on the top.
Not
Yeah,
this one.
on the side, actually.
Okay, so now this is going to be our base.
There we go.
We'll turn it this way so you can see it. Unfortunately, you're going to see this, but that's not a piece of furniture. We're not going to worry about that. The hardest part is to get this nailed onto that because I have a lousy bench to nail on. Everything's just so rubbery. It's bouncing.
Rubbery.
And I'm not spending $30 or $40 to put a sheet of plywood on the top of this and only have it rot out in a couple of years anyways. Of course, by the time I'll probably be dead by the time it rotted out anyways.
Don't say that. Jeez.
Well, getting more and more problems every day, physical problems. All right, so the question is, use this the bottom, it's a better one. This has been stained at one time for a project when I was going to put the shuttle computer in the corner, but it got too hot. So that's what this is from. Yeah. We need to come out. Who needs a ruler when you can do this? You know, a lot of my measurements are by feel because I can't see what the hell I'm doing. You know, this damn pen, you just barely see the. Double check it here. Make sure we get that placed on the line. Okay. So when we mount it, we're going to be back over to here. Which means our nails are going to be right about here. This way. The tablet will sit here. The only thing I gotta find, and I don't have any material to put in here, a thin strip to keep the tablet from sliding out onto the bench. In other words, a little groove here. Obviously, we're not going to cut a groove in here. And I no longer have a router. I got rid of those years ago. I can't do anything like that in a shed. You know, I just can't. When I built that entertainment center out of 3/4-inch birch back in the 90s, I had the router and the dado set and everything else, and I was able to do all that stuff, but just can't do it. So we go there and the nails. We gotta come back more. We gotta come back more with the nails. Good thing I did not start tacking them in. It's on this line here. Where my thumb is where it's going to be. Double check and triple check. I don't trust myself. Measure 10 times, cut once. Well, I would say we're about right. Can't have anything too long, it'll bend right over. I've got some real small ones, but they're basically only there to hold them into place until the glue sets. That's too long. What I need is this one. It's about a ½ inch long. It's crooked. It's crooked. Went too far in. I always start them like this. Now, it's going to be hard. It'll be very hard nailing this on here. The damn benches. Oh, pathetic. This is upside down here. I got to remember that. This is not going to work out too good. I can't put a screw in there. Got to remember that's on the line there. We'll be right back. Okay, what I'm going to do, there's no way I'm going to put this, I got a screw started in here, okay? We're not going to be able to successfully bang these nails over. It's too, you know, it's up in the air, and I can't get it flush on the bench. It's just the angle I'm nailing, you know, because you got one end of this sticking out and it's keeping it off the bench. So the only way I'm going to do it is I got a little, the point of the screw hit here, so that's my marking point. We're going to pre-drill this. The bottom will go like this, so we're actually going this way with the screw. We pre-drill it. That way when we drive the screw in, we got a small drill bit. So it covers the roots of the thread. You're familiar with screws, the root of the thread. So in other words, it'll grip. So that's what we have to do for the first one. The others, I hope will take as good as this. If it don't, we'll just have to use the brads. But what I got to do now is the brads. This brad here is bent over. We got one brad here. We're going to see if we can get some glue on this. If we got any in here. And it's going to be hard even doing it this way because I can't get a good surface to mount this. And the damn sun is going down. Pathetic.
It's only after 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It seems like it's about 6:30 at night, for crying out loud. I'm getting a little glue out of here. I know there wasn't much in this, but I don't waste anything. Things cost money, you know? So now, what I got to do I didn't want to get the other drill out to drill the pilot hole. So I'm using the same drill. Okay. That way we can make sure that it hits the thing. What did I do? Cover up the hole with my glue? Ridiculous. Lined up. It was lined up. Okay, here. I'll try to get this in there. That's going to be a problem. I tell you, you got to pre-drill. Best thing you can do in carpentry. All right. So-called carpentry, anyways.
Looks good.
All right. Okay, we don't want to go too much.
You'll end up breaking it.
Yep. Then I'll be aggravated. I don't know. It's perfect. Pre-drill it. Only I'll have to pre-drill the plywood, but that's not a problem. The plywood is thin and don't matter. I better pre-drill this too. Right here. Okay. All right. This is the way I do things.
It's a little chilly out
I
here
gotta
now.
get my damn glasses. I never think of bringing them. All the time. see if I can screw this up.
Got that one too.
That sounded good. That's good. See, it's right on the line. Yeah, right on the line. We'll drive another screw in here. And then we don't need the brass. We can try to get this in now without screwing it up. It's all right.
That doesn't sound good.
No, that's fine.
There we go.
I had to be careful. We don't need the brats. Need the brats. Run that damn wood. Chinese junk.
There we go. Now you got yourself.
Yeah, we got. No, it's not done yet. It's not the way I wanted it. I liked it neater, but
It looks good to me.
now what I gotta do, I guess I could put this on there
To hold it on, yeah.
to hold the tablet from sliding out.
No wonder you save every piece of wood.
I save everything. Now I could rip this down and put a, but I don't think the glue on. We're gonna stop the camera for now. I'm gonna bring the tablet out, make sure it fits in here so I know how far back to mount this. Over here, or whatever. You don't want it too high because it cover the screen. The tablet's gonna be like this, so the tablet's gonna be like that there. So the thing has to be brought back out here. So you want to make sure the tablet sits in here and not slide off onto the bench or onto the floor, which would be my luck. All right, let me go look and see if I have a piece of wood that might be a little longer than that. No.
There we go. Looks good
Get
on
the
there.
tablet in the center here as much as we can.
It would even hold my tablet also.
It'll hold any tablet up to this size. So
My tablet's got a case on it with a stand. Stick a stand on it.
we use every piece. We cut off the angle here. We have this piece. We use this. We use everything. Okay, so we gotta, as close as I can tell, that's I'll make sure this pen here just barely, the point just barely comes out. Let's see, yeah, we got it on there. Okay, good. All right, we're bringing the tablet back in the shop, and we're going to try to fasten this. We'll use some glue on it. We'll try to tack it in, but I think we're going to do, and we'll end the video, is we're going to put some glue on it. If I can get enough out of that thing, put it in there, center it on these lines that I made, bring it in the shop, and just let it dry. We won't nail this down at all. And we'll be all set. So I'll be right back. I'm going to bring it in, push it, line it up, and let it dry overnight. This will be nice and solid. The tablet can sit on there. And this is a much better base. It ain't gonna fall over on me like the small one. And I gotta put things away. Okay. All right, folks. We'll bring it in the shop. I mean, it's going to move a little bit, so we're going to set it up in the shop. I'll do that off camera. I'll get my reading glasses on and make sure this don't shift. I'll leave it on the bench. It's warm in there because it's 50s out here, so it's nice and toasty in the shop today, folks. Okay, so before I bring that in, let me get my drill bit thrown on the ground, of course. All right, we'll get my drill bits. I'm always breaking little bits off. I didn't break that one, though. This I got at a yard sale. Okay, now we'll put these back. Didn't use these. Didn't use this. We use this. It bent over. We didn't use that. Didn't use that because it was too long. Number 3 goes in there. I guess that screws okay. Small brad we didn't use. That one we used. Okay. All right. So we're going to bring this into the shop. And that concludes it. So that's it, folks. See, that's how we build them. The old goat way. Okay, thank you for watching. Tommy, you're going to put this together, right?
Yep.
Speed up the stuff that's boring. In other words, like, you know, maybe some of the sawing. Because some of that sawing that we did, well, the angles we did, but the other stuff we didn't need to have on video. But, you know, do what you think is best on it. Take out that screw up. I really did a royal screw up before I redid this, which I don't want on camera. Okay. Take care, everybody. That's the story of the day. That's the project. Take care. Bye-bye.